beam. Final performance.
It seems apt that the all-around world champion finishes qualification and begins the beam very confidently. Now, will she do her very own skill at the end? She has the rest of the beam to contend with first, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right flip, layout, layout. Oh, very nice. Linking the skills together. Jumps and the somersaults. So far, so good. She prepares herself. Everybody's winning on backflip, backflip. Double, double, there it is. That's the Biles. That's what they've been waiting for. Goodness gracious me. 2 new skills in one competition.
That was the Biles before it was the Biles. Only wanted to say, that is Biles.
And now the first of 4 for Simone Biles, who starts on balance beam.
And just to mention on the back of her leotard, not sure if you guys saw that, there's a little goat.
Yes.
In rhinestones.
What does that mean? It means exactly what she is. She is the greatest gymnast of all time, and she has a lot more to do. Beautiful series.
Wow.
In the lead up for Rio, she was doing a very risky skill that she no longer does because she doesn't need to do it. So a skill that bears her name is the dismount, a double twisting, double somersault, but at the last World Championships, it was given too low of a difficulty level. Full twisting double.
Once again, just Simone things, putting a check by that routine, moving on to the next event.
Speaking of the World Championships, last time around, she became the most decorated gymnast, man or woman, in the history of 25 medals, 19 of them gold. And you referenced it, but she does a lot of things that Simone Biles doesn't have to do.
Absolutely. You know, what she did in Rio, the gymnastics she had 5 years ago, if she were to go to Tokyo and do those same routines, she would be the Olympic all-around champion.
How about the number now? The difficulty plus the execution, and in green, that just to give you a little guidance, comparing it to the scores that we see at the international level. To the floor, and Simone Biles, 5-time world champ in the all-around.
What's that song? Nobody does it better? That's for sure. So there are 2 Biles in this routine. The first one is a triple twisting double somersault, and the second one is the first element that bears her name in the gymnastics code of points, a double layout with a half turn. Wow, and that is something that you just do not see happen. Simone
Jordan, I felt fine.
under-rotating her dismount.
And you know, that last tumbling pass, a double twisting double back, is not easy by any means. A lot of people can't even do that
In their first pass.
in their first pass.
Yeah, and she's already done 3 outrageous tumbling runs.
Excellent, safe, below average, green, yellow, red. Just to give you some indication, compare them to the scores that we see at the highest level. Difficulty, then execution, 14.25, the number on floor for Simone. Back in Indianapolis, ready to watch Simone Biles do something astonishing once again. And forget about her. How much have you guys thought about this the last couple of days?
I mean, since the very first moment that we actually saw this with her, well, the Queen has definitely spoken.
Even her coaches were shaking their heads at the end. And they've seen her do it.
Wow. And everybody was thinking that, you know, when she announced this, a lot of the experts were out there saying, you know, she doesn't need to do it. Why would she do this? The potential for, you know, getting hurt, you know, is so great, but they haven't really seen Simone Biles because, okay, she has done 4 of those today, which is very unusual in one. No, yeah, no. 4 of them. Crazy.
Yesterday, yes.
Unbelievable.
The first woman to do that in competition. You saw the graphic. The difficulty score 6.6.
You know, it's we talk about Simone like royalty, because when you fly like that, your crown never comes loose, even if you have a mistake. You know, we talk about kind of all throughout the competition how important it is if you have a mistake to move on to that next event. And of course, she had a mistake on the floor exercise earlier, but going from what just happened on the previous event for her, which was the vault, the historic vault, and now shifting your mind onto the event that you quote-unquote hate, right?
Trying to trick your mind into embracing it somehow.
I'm wondering if the judges don't know it's Simone right there. You can't make the greatest of all time wait. Had a little bit of problem on this in warm-ups. And, wow. She struggled on that, not just today, but in warm-ups yesterday as well. I saw her have some problems, toe
Look
on.
at her hand right here. Just doesn't quite get over the bar. Almost, she stepped on her fingers, actually.
Yeah, she did.
She's gonna most likely repeat this skill.
Yes, she is.
And there you go.
Big combination, now down to the low. Double twisting, double somersault. Really good.
We welcome in Simone Biles, champ once again. Simone, you made history again tonight. Awfully exciting for all of us to see that. It's been a while since your last competition. What was it like competing again?
Yeah, it was really nerve-wracking, but I'm just happy to be back out here competing on the competition floor in an arena with all of the girls, especially after the long year and the time off we've had.
So obviously we have to just ask you about the vault. What exactly were you thinking the moment that the green light came on and you were about to compete it for the very first time?
I was just thinking, do it like training. Don't try to like overdo anything, because I have a tendency as soon as I raise my hand to kind of overpower things. And I did a little bit, but at least I still was on my feet. It's a new vault, and I'm proud of how today went, even though it was a little bit rough and uncharacteristic, but it was okay.
Yeah, you're always fantastic, Simone, that is for sure. But I have to ask you, you know, doing that vault, it's speed and power and aggression.
Right.
It's all out. And then you have to go to bars, where it's kind of like a little bit more finesse.
Yes.
Is that a challenge, doing bars after doing that incredible vault?
Yes, most definitely. It's hard to kind of get my mood down and try to slow down things because vault is a power event, and bars you have to let it swing, and that's one of my mental events too. So I'm trying to really work on that, especially with the year that we have, and we don't have much time till championships. But I feel fairly confident going into championships after we go back home and train.
Hey, Simone, one more question. I want to take you back to vault for a moment, if you
Yeah.
will. Do you have a sense, like the rest of us do, how big it is, the moment? I mean, LeBron James retweeting the video from yesterday.
Right.
I mean, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, it is everywhere. It's pretty crazy, but it's also really nice to see all the support from all the athletes all over the world.
Well, congratulations. Great to see you back in competition. And
Thank you.
Yet another win tonight here in Indianapolis. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.